What are you paying a month for this car?
About $13.90 and insurance on top of that.
But I think what's hurting my credit, I'm like bringing it down, is my student loans, and I haven't made any payments.
He's spending half his income on a Scat Pack. He didn't just buy a car. He bought a reason to keep working.
2022 Challenger Scat Pack. Got it around a year ago. The mileage, not the greatest, but it's around like 96,000, and I owe about $55,000 on it. I'm just trying to find a way to kind of get into something that's better on fuel economy because I'm doing like Uber Eats and Lyft sometimes, and sometimes Amazon delivery. Not the car because I really liked it, but
Your payoff here, you do know you're paying almost $35 a day on interest on this vehicle.
oh man, when you say it like that, it does sound like a pretty crazy money, but it kind of balances out with all the delivery that I do for Amazon and Uber Eats.
$35 a day in interest sounds crazy because it is crazy. And it doesn't balance out with deliveries. It does the opposite. He's driving extra miles just to fight a loan that's already beat him.
What are you paying a month for this car?
About $13.90 and insurance on top of that.
So just for perspective, you're paying almost $1,000 a month just in interest. Your principal hasn't been eaten down and you still owe so much. How's your credit right now?
Better credit nowadays. I got a 687. My mom co-signed it.
What kind of car are you looking for?
Something good on like gas, Toyota, Nissan, something either hybrid or just... I like luxury, but I just know they're probably not going to be the best on gas.
How much do you make a month?
About $2,400.
Well, you only make $2,300 a month or a week?
$2,300 a month.
So he's actually paying more than half his income for a work vehicle, which is impressive because most jobs are supposed to pay you. This car found a way to make him pay for the privilege of working.
I don't have a lot of bills. Bro. It's just my car payment, my insurance, and my phone bill. And I live with family. So.
Look, man, with 96,000 miles, if it's in good condition, you do have 2 accidents on it.
2 accidents?
Yep, 2 accidents. Miles.
I only knew about one.
I mean, you're almost at $30,000 in negative equity. How much money do you have down right now?
Get like $5K, man. I didn't think it was going to be that much negative equity.
I mean, the only thing I can do for you is probably try to get you in a cheaper car. The problem you're going to have is you're limited to your income, number one. Number two, you have so much negative equity, I can't roll over this vehicle into a different car.
Not having many bills might make it sound better, but that's when you're supposed to get ahead. That's when you save, that's when you invest. Use that time to your advantage. Don't waste it all trying to survive a car payment.
And even if I could, which I can't, you would have an extremely high payment. You'd be paying more than $1,400 a month. And you can't refinance because your car is worth $24,000-$25,000. And if the bank sees that you owe $55,000, their loan to value wouldn't cover how much you owe. So you'd have to still put a down payment on that. There's a lot of negative things and no, but I wouldn't invest in buying a car to go do Uber Eats or Uber or Instacart. The reason is because you're volunteering your equity, your wear and tear on your vehicle to a company that's making a service charge off of you.
I tried Uber years ago when I was between jobs, and it was decent for quick money. You could pick your own hours and it kept cash coming in. But once you factor in gas, maintenance, and all the extra miles on the car, it doesn't add up. It felt like income at first, until you realize a lot of it is just covering the cost of driving.
They're making more money off you than you're going to make off them. Yes, you may be able to pay your bills and make an income with Uber Eats, Instacart, but these tech companies aren't reimbursing you for wear and tear. They're not reimbursing you for the negative equity or the depreciation that happens on your vehicle. So, I mean, if you do want to do that, I say get a car underneath $10,000, and that way you can stomach a $200 payment and you can come out on top. Put yourself in a tough situation, man, unfortunately. But look, let me send you a credit app. Let's see if we can get you into a cheap car and, kind of take it from there. All right? Thank you.
Using that car for Uber is backwards. The whole point is to make money. But when your car eats that much of your income, you're not getting ahead. You're just driving around, hoping to break even.
I haven't updated you guys on my credit repair little journey in quite some time. So the update is that, it's been like 4 months since I got my car. And okay, so it started at like 540 something, I don't remember. Went up to 593 and then it dropped 11 points, so it's at 582 now. I haven't really done anything other than buying the car, and then you guys have to split my payments into 2 different payments, like half first and then the other half on the due date. So I've been paying like half at the beginning of the month and then the other half on the due date.
Credit repair isn't difficult. There's only 2 things you need to do. Keep your debt low and make your payments on time. That's all it takes. Those 2 things and a little bit of time.
And I think that's what has really helped. But I think what's hurting my credit, I'm like bringing it down, is my student loans, and I haven't made any payments. And I said I was going to, but I don't know why. I don't want to pay them. But yeah, my credit went up I'm trying to get it to 620, and then I'm being a little delusional, and I want to move out of this series. I want to move to Orange County in the next 6 months to a year. And I don't know how I'm going to make that happen because I have no job lined up or anything, you know? But yeah, that's the update.
Trying to bring up your credit score while not paying your student loan is going to be difficult. And by difficult, I mean impossible. You can't rebuild your credit when one of the biggest things on your report is sitting there unpaid. That loan is going to keep undoing any progress she does make.
Carlos, looks like I have a customer on the Corvette.
Really?
Yep.
Let's go. Finance, cash?
Finance.
Finance. It's a tough car. That is on consignment. Selling it for a friend. So it's an older Corvette, but it's priced to the market. You know, I've looked up on a lot of different sites. Those cars sell for roughly around 22 grand. Just because of the miles. That car's garage kept, it's black. I mean, you can see how perfect it is. The only problem we might have is obviously book. That's why like those are like kind of cash cars. A lot of collector guys buy them and stuff like that. But is it the kid right out there?
Yep.
Any older car is going to be difficult to finance. And when the deal is difficult, it usually gets expensive. That approval is probably coming with a higher interest rate. So you get the privilege of paying a lot more than the car is worth.
All right, so he put in an app?
Yes. Can you take a look at it?
Yeah, it's going to just be tough just because we got to see how we can get the value of this.
Well, he has 4,000 down.
4,000? Okay. I'm looking at the app now. Wow, he's got one piece of credit. He's got a great score, 759, but he's got one piece of credit. It is a high limit. We might need a little bit down, but we'll call it over and see and just pray because, again, the book value on it is going to just kind of like stump us. So we might have to ask the bank to, pull something up for us. So let's submit it over and see what we got.
$4,000 is just enough to buy a $4,000 car. That means no payments, no interest, no lender. Just a car he can actually afford.
Callie,
Yes.
who's the best?
You. Just don't tell Tara.
Who's always right?
You.
Thank you. Guess what?
Good news?
Great news.
Let's go.
13.79 on a 2001. What? Let's go. So, good news is I'm going to need 4,500 down. Not 5 grand.
Okay.
Not 4 grand, 4,500. But payment's going to put them at 48 months at 454 a month.
All right. Let me go close this for you.
All right.
Okay?
Let's go.
Let's go.
13% interest is good news for the lender. Not so great for the kid paying the bill. The bank is getting paid nicely. He's the one taking an older Corvette and turning it into a much more expensive car. That 13% is where the Corvette stops being cool and starts being expensive.
Come with me to accidentally spend $60,000. So I needed a new car. I did not plan on this. I did not want to do this, but here we are because my car is totaled. We first looked at the UX, which is Lexus's smaller SUV, and immediately I was like, this is too small. Stop talking. Then they showed us the RX hybrid, and I was like, oh, okay. This was not the plan, to spend $60,000 minimum on a car. I'm still deciding, send help if you like these cars. The only other options were looking at Toyota, and the lot was absolutely empty.
She's accidentally spending 60 grand. And of course she doesn't want to do this. But apparently the only options are no car or financially uppercut yourself. There are cheaper cars, there are smarter options. She's not trapped. She's just acting like the $60,000 bad idea is the only door in the room.
If you want to get ahead financially, you have to live like you're broke, and that includes when you start making more money, because as someone who at one point was making over 6 figures for the first time in my life, I made the biggest mistake you can do, which is increasing my expenses. I got a brand new car, a brand new apartment, and I shopped like it was going out of style, okay? And that is truly one of the worst things you can do, because what happens is you start here, you're making this much, your spending is this much, right? Well, when your income starts to go up, ideally, you just let that baby keep going up.
You don't need to live like you're broke. You just need to have a plan. Spend money on purpose. Not because you got bored, stressed, or saw something shiny. There's a difference between enjoying your money and letting it disappear.
And then you use this little leverage here to save, invest, pay off debt, like do all the things to truly have a financial glow up and be financially responsible. However, what I did and what a lot of people do is their income goes up, their spending goes up. Income, spending, and you see how even though you're making more money, you're never actually getting ahead. So here's what I would do. I would set some financial goals for yourself, whether that's a savings goal, debt payoff goal, investing goal, whatever that looks like for you, set that goal. And I want you to continue to live your lifestyle as you would. Do not increase your spending.
When people start making more money, the spending usually moves right with it. The income goes up, the car gets nicer, the house gets bigger, and they still feel broke.
And then once you hit those goals, then you can increase it slightly. But honestly, if you're someone that has debt, if you have no savings, I truly would not inflate your lifestyle until those are dead and gone, until your debt is gone, until your savings is built, because those are your biggest determining factors to how stressed out you're gonna be financially. So making sure that's taken care of, and then you can start to look at, okay, maybe you want to get a new car because you've had a paid off car or it's unreliable.
But most people won't do that. They're not thinking about later. They're thinking about what they want right now. And that's how more income turns into more payments instead of more freedom.
It needs work or whatever the case may be. Again, don't go splurge on a Porsche. You don't need that yet until you are doing well, okay? When I was selling luxury cars, the people that buying them weren't 20-year-olds that just made 30 grand one month, okay? They were 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80-year-olds that have investments in the bank. They're retired. They're fine, okay? So you're not behind. Go get yourself a reliable Toyota for the time being, or a cheap lease. That's my little tidbit, because that's exactly what I'm doing in my financial glow up, and that's how we're gonna make it out here. Cheers.
Saving now is not about never spending. It's about giving yourself better options later. If every dollar disappears as soon as you make it, you stay stuck waiting on the next paycheck. But if you keep some of it, the future gets easier. Then when you spend later, you actually get to enjoy it, because you're not trying to recover from it. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.